How's it going, everyone? My name is Spencer, aka Agent Mulder, and welcome to the War Room. Today we're taking a look at Doom Eternal and some of the tips and tricks I've discovered so far in the game that can assist you on your journey through hell and back again. In this video, I'll go over some of the interesting ways I've discovered secrets in the game so far, why the combat shotgun should be your top priority to upgrade, survival tactics, how to best conquer your first Slayer Gate, my first rune upgrade, and my first 2 Sentinel Crystal upgrades as well. This will be an action-packed video for you, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Let's start things off with secrets. These secrets can give you anything between an extra life, an extra boost of damage, cute little action figures you can discover along the way. Oh, and some pretty awesome vinyl as well. Some of these secrets can be discovered on the other sides of walls, mostly ones that have cracks on the side of them. Now, these cracked walls you may have seen in the game already that glow green, but these will not glow at all. These tend to blend in certain areas, say on the far corners of maps, or inside some type of debris. Chances are not only will there be some hidden ammo hidden behind these walls, but most likely a secret will be behind there as well. Now, keeping your eyes open for cracked walls is one thing, but also keep your eyes open for certain cubes that you can punch to move out of the way, which oftentimes will lead to a secret right underground from it. And then lastly, I recommend looking up towards the ceiling. I've discovered so far that by looking into the room of a secret, looking up towards the ceiling, I can oftentimes get an exact idea of where I need to go. I highly recommend that you keep your eyes open both on the ceiling, for cracked walls, and also movable objects, because oftentimes those will lead directly towards secret areas. These areas are not too hard to find as long as you take your time, and especially go ahead and look around areas after a certain in-game cutscene, because you never know what could be hiding behind a chair or on the other side of a wall. Next up is the combat shotgun. Now, the combat shotgun has 2 mods you can upgrade to it. The first is a full auto, which basically turns the shotgun into a full automatic shotgun. And then of course there's the sticky bombs. I highly recommend that the sticky bombs be your top priority to upgrade on this shotgun whenever you get the opportunity to do so. Now, the reason why I say this is for 2 key reasons. First off, sticky bombs are fantastic for taking down aerial units, especially when you're taking on the Cyclops or any winged demons in the air. For example, once a Cyclops monster eats one of those grenades, it will automatically weaken it to where you can finish them off in a quick attack. But secondly, probably the most important thing is that the sticky bombs are absolutely fantastic for taking out crowds of enemies, but also more heavily armored enemies once you've upgraded the sticky bombs to their full potential. I know I mentioned I'll be talking about Slayer Gates much later on in this video, but most importantly is that these sticky bombs, once fully upgraded, can take out heavily armored enemies in these heavily intense and fighting moments within these challenges. I highly recommend that sticky bombs with the combat shotgun should be your top priority in upgrading once you start getting into this game. It'll make life much easier for you. Now let's talk about a quick little survival tactic that I've discovered while playing the game. In the game, you'll encounter many different types of demons that will be throwing fireballs at you, shooting grenades, and basically hitting you with everything they've got. But one particular creature that really, in all honesty, will not try to do any real damage to you and just wander around and maybe take a swing at you if you're lucky, will be the zombies. Now, the zombies so far have been in every single level as I've been playing through the game. One of the interesting things I've discovered about the zombies is that you don't need to always kill them to move on into every single new level. You can actually leave them be and save them for later, for quick emergencies when you need to stock up on ammo or health or armor or any given situation that you're in. It really saved my butt, especially when I was hopping around looking for ammo, but instead of finding it, I would find some of those zombies, chainsaw them up for a second, collect all the ammo and health, turn around and finish the heavily armored creature, and then move on to the next part of the level. It really will make life easier for you if you spare the zombies right before a fight begins, go in, blast everything you can find, go find zombies when you're low on ammo or health, kill them, restock, and then take out your heavily armored foes. Trust me when I say this will make life a lot easier for you as you progress further on in the game. Now let's talk about Slayer Gates. To open a Slayer Gate, you'll need to find the Slayer Key. If you follow the idea of what I mentioned earlier in this video of looking for secrets, that's similar to how they've hidden Slayer Keys as well, either behind walls or up above certain floating platforms that you can only spot if you look up towards the ceiling and find secret areas to travel into. And that's how I found my first Slayer Key. Once you've unlocked your Slayer Gate, this is where it's going to put you to the test of what you've learned so far in the game. When I mentioned earlier in the video about how sticky bombs are going to be coming in handy for here, I'm not joking. How a Slayer Gate usually starts off, they will throw at you both weak and medium-sized enemies that you'll have to deal with. Try to collect enough armor and ammo that these things drop for you right before you finish them off. About midway through your Slayer Gate challenge, this is where the game is going to throw everything it's got at you. You could be facing dual-bladed enemies with heavy armor that can tear you apart with just a few hits. You'll be facing those skeleton monsters that have those huge rocket launchers on their shoulders, while also being attacked by more of those weak little minions running around the map. Now, I recommend that you keep a few of those minions alive. Now, I know they can be annoying and they can do a little damage to you, but they're nowhere near as dangerous as the more heavily armored foes. And you're going to need ammo and health constantly. If you find yourself wiping out all the minions and running low on ammo while doing so, you're going to leave yourself vulnerable to being killed by these more heavily armored attackers. Trying to bunch these enemies up and blast them with your sticky bombs once they've been fully upgraded with extra splash damage, along with adding a little more extra ammo count, these things are going to be able to kill these monsters a lot faster. Use the teleportation pads and also the portals to get in and out of tight situations while leading the monsters around the map. When you're low on health or ammo, go seek one of those little minions that you kept alive, chainsaw them, collect all the ammo that you need, and go right back into the fight. Staying versatile, using the portals to get in and out of tight situations, killing the minions to re-armor yourself, and then blasting the enemies with your sticky bombs or any heavy ammo that you have, you'll get your first Slayer challenge done in no time. Now let's talk about runes. Now runes in this game are pretty interesting. You're only going to be allowed to equip 3 at a time once you've unlocked them more further on in the game, but so far the first rune I recommend you give it a try is the Equipment Fiend. Now the Equipment Fiend allows you to recharge your secondary weaponry a lot faster provided you can get a kill after you've done damage to them with those secondary weapons. For example, the grenade launcher or the flamethrower on your shoulder. When you light enemies on fire with your flamethrower and when they start to drop little pieces of armor, if you kill them quickly while they're still on fire, this will activate the rune that will recharge your flamethrower a lot faster. This is a lifesaver when you're taking on the Slayer Gate challenges or even some of the other different challenges you'll run into the game. It is definitely your choice through and through, but through my experience, I find the Equipment Fiend being very useful as your first rune in this game to unlock. And last but not least, let's talk about the Sentinel Crystals. Once you discover one of these, you'll be given a choice of what you would like to upgrade for your character, and selecting which style of upgrade, be it extra ammo that you can pick up, extra armor, or extra health, will play an important role throughout the rest of your experience in the game. My choices so far that I've unlocked is Loot Magnet and Belt Armor Boost. The Loot Magnet allows armor and any types of drops in the game to automatically be pulled towards your character a lot faster instead of you having to run over them every single time. Now I know what you're thinking, that may not seem like such a vital or important asset at the beginning of the game, but let me just say this, especially during some of the challenging moments in this game, when you're surrounded by enemies, it makes life a lot easier to know that you don't have to run over everything to pick it up, it will automatically float towards your character. And the next one is the Belch Armor Boost. This upgrade is very effective when you're low on armor and you need more of it. When you light your enemies on fire with a flamethrower, they will drop a little extra armor than they did before. The way I like to build my characters in this way is that I like to make sure I have enough armor and health to go around for my character. Again, this is all your choice as to what you'd like to upgrade your character with, but for me personally, so far, this has made the game a lot easier for me and a little more enjoyable knowing that I don't have to worry about my health or armor all the time. I'm already a few hours into the game and I'm really enjoying Doom Eternal so far. I'll definitely have a lot more gameplay tips and tricks for you guys coming up very soon in my second video, along with doing a review on this game much later down the road. Now if you've enjoyed this video, feel free to like, share, and subscribe for a lot more, but definitely share in the comments your own experience of what you've unlocked in the game so far. And I'll definitely see you all next time right here in the War Room. Thank you so much for watching.